All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out here spreading this gospel in sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. And I'm going to just get straight to the point because I'm actually at the job right now, so I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit. But you can see there it says anti-Sim incidents reach new high in U.S. Anti-Defamation League says. The report from the advocacy group included online harassment and speech as well as physical attacks and mirrored similar data from the federal government and another study. And it says the number of anti-Sim incidents in the U.S. last year was the highest since the Anti-Defamation League began keeping track in 1979. The Jewish advocacy group announced on Thursday. It says in a new report, the ADL counted 3,697 incidents throughout the U.S. in 2022, a 36% rise from the year before. A majority were characterized as harassment, including online, but the tally also included 111 assaults and more than 1,200 occasions of vandalism. And they trying to push this whole thing that they are the real Jews and they getting persecuted and they getting hate, because that's what the scriptures say, that the Israelites would receive hate, wherever they go and things like that. But you can tell, man, these are not, they trying to push that whole agenda that they the real, Israelites and things like that, and they getting persecuted in the last days, and it's all bullshit, man. They trying to push a false narrative. It's already false for them, claiming that they the true people of the scriptures, but let alone they trying to create their own, hate to try to, say that they fulfilling prophecy, even though they are receiving hate. But they receiving a different type of hate. They not receiving hate because they the actual Israelites. They receiving hate because that's just Esau. Nobody really fucks or likes Esau, man. People really deal with this man because he's in power. He has all the resources. He had a strong military and things like that. But don't nobody really fuck with Esau, other than doing business. You know what I'm saying? So don't nobody really like those fake ass Jews, and nobody really like these everyday Edomites. These so-called white people. But it says the report is the latest indication that anti-Sim in the United States is on the rise, a trend that has been reflected in American culture and politics, sending fresh waves of alarm through Jewish communities. It also mirrors data gathered by the federal government as well as a separate academic study tracking incidents of bias against many religious groups. And it says anti-Jew enmity has been expressed in openly anti-Sim leaflets and graffiti or brazen physical attacks, especially on visibly Orthodox Jews. But it is also palpable and harder to track discourse online and in troubling public rhetoric from celebrities like Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, who tweeted last fall that he would go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. And right-wing politics and commentators have stoked fears of replacement theory, the conspiracist idea that elites, sometimes manipulated by Jews, want to replace white Americans, which majority of the elites are these so-called Jewish people. But it says the cumulative effect is an atmosphere in which threats, slurs, and conspiracy theories brew online but are increasingly visible offline too. And they always throw in this conspiracy theories to try to make people seem like their accusations are just outlandish and crazy. But we bring out the truth, man, and that's what it's all about. So that's a lot of these things that they consider conspiracy theories are they turn out to be true because It was to a point where the whole NWO, New World Order, was considered a conspiracy theory. You know, it was it was to the point where a one world religion was considered a conspiracy theory. You know, and now you have all of these things that's going on now, and everything is coming to light, man. So what do these people consider to be a conspiracy theory? The whole thing with the C-19, being put in people and now they dropping dead all over the planet, that was considered a conspiracy theory. But now people are learning out that these are facts, and a lot of people are dying, from their shit that they took. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these so-called conspiracy theories are turning out to be true, but they just throw that in there to try to throw people out to make them seem crazy and things like that, man. But it says, we've seen anti-Sem normalized in ways that would have been unimaginable a few years ago. The chief executive and national director of ADL, if people see conspiracies behind every misfortune, it doesn't take long for them to look at the Jewish and say they're the problem, which it ain't just them. It ain't just Amalek. Amalek is a big ass problem, and Amalek is just, those fake ass, Israelites or Jews that's over there in Israel right now. But the problem is Edomites, man, and that's down to the fake ass Jews all the way down to, the average so-called white person over here in America, as well as different other places, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not just them, it's just Edomites in general. They are the problem on the earth. You know what I'm saying? But they're just trying to make it seem like these fake ass Jews are, they're the main problem, man. They control all the media. They're the ones causing all this confusion going on in the world. They control all the banks. You know what I'm saying? They the ones pushing the whole LGBT community agenda and things like that, man. They control all of this stuff. They control all the advertisements and basically everything that can brainwash the average citizen, man. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to morals and things like that, they have completely destroyed that, and now it's spreading to all these other countries, man, and they don't want nothing to do with that, man. So those fake Jews over there, they have a lot to do with all of the turmoil and all the dysfunction that's going on in the world right now. But even down to the average low level so-called white person, or Edomite, it's a problem, with just having them in power, man. They're not supposed to be in power, because we see what comes from that, which is extreme wickedness, man. It's poison in everything, all the way down to the food, to the science that they believe, and so on and so forth. But I might not read this whole article. It's just talking about how basically these so-called Jews are victims and becoming more targeted and of hate and anti-Sem and just a whole bunch of propaganda and bullshit, because they want to, like they use Kanye West, have people speak out and and boost the hate of these Jews, so they can pass laws that will keep people from talking about them or bringing up anything about them, because anything you bring up, even if it's the truth, they're gonna call it anti-Sem and they're gonna call it hate. So this is all propaganda to basically forward their agenda of passing laws so that people can't say anything about them. So why if you are the people of the Lord, why would you have to pass laws and things like that to keep people from exposing you and talking about you and lining you up with the scriptures and proving that you're not really the people of the Bible, man? So the jig is up, people are on them, and people are realizing that, hey, these are not the people that the scriptures is talking about. You know what I'm saying? But let me go into a quick scripture, man. Like I said, I'm not gonna make this long. You know, I actually had to end my first video, so I'm kind of editing the second version into the first one because I had to end it because they called us into a meeting. But let me go into the scripture, you know, before they interrupt me again, you know, from finishing this video. But it says this is Obadiah 1, and I started I started 2, and it says, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised." So Esau, Edom, you know, and that's, you know, the so-called white people as well as those fake Jews over there in Israel, man. They are all Edomites, you know. But it says, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised." So Esau, Edom, is a greatly despised nation, man. That's gonna only intensify, man, as more people see what his agenda is, you know. You even got Edomites that despise other Edomites. You got the tribe of Amalek that hate, you know, these average Edomites that's over here, and vice versa, man. They don't even like each other. That's why I said, if you really want to piss the average so-called white person off, all you gotta do is just call them a Jew, man. They'll get so pissed off and mad about that, man. You know, especially these thoroughbred redneck type Edomites over here in America. You call them Jewish, or you call them like a Jew or something, bro, they'll get real mad. They'll get pissed off, man. That's like that's like calling them a nigger. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying nigger to them, calling them these American Edomites, calling them Jewish and shit like that, man. They get so pissed off about that, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Salakia, this video was so short, but we're about to get ready to leave, so I'm gonna go ahead and close it out and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.